sorry for my call. People keep saying, Facebook, yeah, they are some bring for that crew. And now my bro be. Some people say this Facebook thing, this live stream Facebook, this social media will create a problem for some people and definitely has created a problem for somebody in Ghana. A nurse in Ghana has been fired. She lost her job because she was live streaming during work hours. Yeah. This Jacob Asuman, thanks for joining us. Jacob, thanks for joining us on Facebook. And once you join us on Facebook, please feel free to share the video. We're going to go into the studio and have some wonderful discussion very soon. Yeah, this is Radio Akwaba 104.6 FM. Radio Akwaba 104.6 FM. I'm just doing I'm doing some few stuff here, and as soon as we finish, we're going to go right into the studio because Freddy is ready to have some wonderful discussion with us.
Today, I'm going to ask you the questions.
You are
going to answer the question because that question is about you.
Oh, that question is about me. So that question said that question is about me. So we're going to go to the studio very soon and have some wonderful discussions. So if you join us on Facebook, tell us where you are joining us from. I know Jacob Asuman has just joined us on Facebook. Quite a lot of you are joining us on Facebook. Our numbers are increasing. So please, once you join us on Facebook, please feel free to join the conversation. Feel free to tell us where you are joining us from, and we will acknowledge you. We will acknowledge you. Once you join us on Facebook, feel free to let us know where you're joining us from, and we will acknowledge you. So this program is about a nurse in Ghana. During working hours, she was seen live. So this thing came on Adom FM, and I saw on a base scout Nana Premper in German, and the Mad King also on their Facebook pages, they shared it, they discussed about, they thought about it, and the question now is, the nurse was live streaming while during the Facebook time, during work hours. doing Facebook live stream, people were asking us some questions. Some will say, blow me a kiss. Have you got a boyfriend? Have you got a girlfriend? Supposedly working hours. And this girl, this nurse, was doing working hours. She was live streaming. She was doing things that is not related to work, live streaming. And all these things were going on at the same time. So it came on Adum TV or Adum FM, Biscout and Prempe in Germany. I'm shouting out to you, Biscout, and the Markin in Germany as well. You picked it up. It became started trending on social media, and the lady she lost her job. She was fired for what she did. Now the question now is, the offense, was it a sackable offense? Was it an offense that deserved to be sacked? Did she really needed to be sacked? So Nina has also joined us on Facebook. Nina, you have joined us on Facebook. Thanks for watching that. Was it a sackable offense? Was it an offense that was she supposed to be fired? That is what is going on. People are, in Ghana, when things happen, we become emotional. Like, oh, she lost her job. How is she going to survive? And all this is happening. And the question now is, there has been a lot of complaints in Ghana, and I know somebody personally who has complained to me about the behavior of some of the nurses in Ghana. During working hours, some of them will be on Facebook and WhatsApp group and chatting and chit-chat and talking about videos, and not only about nurses, but also it's about, if you go to the bank, it happened to me. If you go to the bank, it happened there. Kofi Odu has joined us on Facebook as well. It happened in different departments, different areas, different professions. It happened. But today it's nursing. It has happened to a nurse in Ghana. She lost her job because during working hours, she was live streaming on Facebook. But the question now is, what she did, was it a sackable offense? So I'll go to Kwesi Freddy, and after Kwesi Freddy, I also come in and add, because I work in the health industry, and also I can also share my thought. But and also there's things that we can learn from, a lesson for us all. If you are a nurse, you are a doctor, whatever you do, you are whatever profession that you are performing in Ghana, we need to start looking at the dangers. Because me mama can say, "Sa Facebook here, they say about that you, and they say Mabre Obino," and she lost her job. So Kwesi, I'm going to walk into the studio right now, and I'm going to have a quick chat with Kwesi Freddy. Kwesi, the audience are watching you, and Nana Kwesi Poku the second. Thanks for joining. Good morning to you as well. So I'm going to go to Kwesi Freddy. Kwesi, me mama say Facebook they say bro, about that you. Me credit asema bre me dada.
Oh, no, not that far. Yeah.
I said me dey bro Kwesi.
Me dey masem krompo.
Yeah. So Kwesi, what do you think about it? It's not only about nursing, but I will come to the nursing part. But the behavior of some of the professionals in Ghana.
Kojo, I cannot sit and play holy.
Yeah.
We all go to work. Sometimes we jump on our phones and start making calls.
Yeah.
Sometimes unnecessary. We do that a lot. So many people does it. So we shouldn't sit down here and play holy.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I will promote.
Yeah.
That if you're working, you have to take your work serious.
Yes.
See, most people doesn't really take their work serious.
Yeah.
And for the time being, a lot of people are on the nurses' case because most people don't like the attitude of some of the nurses.
Yeah.
In Ghana. So, I don't say all of them are bad, but sometimes you can get to the hospital whereby you see some nurses whereby their behavior is not really approachable at all.
Yeah.
I hardly come across doctors, people talking about doctors. Hardly.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they are holy.
Yeah.
There might be some few.
Yeah.
But when it comes to nurses, it's almost everywhere. So already people are on their cases already, and this one has come through.
Yeah.
We all do that.
Okay, because just before we go ahead, let me acknowledge some of my Facebook viewers. So, Awushi Tete Ben, he said, I'm watching you live from Odupon of Anchor.
Okay.
Nana Akwasipoku, he said, good morning. Nana Akwasipoku, the second, is watching us from UK. And Nana Aswodumja Asaberima Ababu, the second, also is watching us from Australia, New South Wales. And so just because you go ahead, if once you come on, tell us where you join us from, and we're going to acknowledge you. Because go ahead.
Yeah, as I say, we don't have to play holy and say, "Oh, he has done wrong ways." That I know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the nursing industry.
Yeah.
I work the industry that I work. When you do something wrong, sometimes they can just sack you. I know a guy. Whereby he didn't come to work for the first day, he didn't ring in.
Yeah.
Second time he didn't come, he came the third day. Yeah. He was just sacked.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? There was no written warning.
Yeah.
So every industry has got their own rules and their own regulations.
Yes.
You see what I mean? I've got a mate from Kenya. We work together.
Yeah.
So I told him that all these contracts that have given us to sign
Yeah.
is a piece of paper to me.
Yeah.
Make sure you do the right thing.
Yes.
You see what I mean? They have just given me just a few law because those who wrote this what do you call it? Contracts.
Yeah.
They are professionals.
Yeah.
They are academics.
Yeah.
You can never beat them anyway. You see what I mean? But they have just given you just a bit of a opportunity. So you make sure that you don't fool around.
Yeah.
And many people, when they get a contract in a lot of industries, they don't really realize that until they get into such an extreme problems.
Yeah.
Then they begin to realize, and they need to everybody needs to respect the job that they have taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So I wouldn't say that the person who sat here is wrong, because he's the top, and he wouldn't look down and say, "Oh, I've got my worker. He's supposed to do his duty, but he refused to perform his duties."
Yeah.
And otherwise, other cases also, a lot of people are talking about it, that this is wrong. So if you're a manager or a director and your worker does anything wrong, and people get to the public, this one is the public that have seen it. It's not just indoors. So once something has gone out there and people are watching it, people are talking about it, you have to treat it in a different way.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why maybe this director said, no, you have to work out from here.
Yeah.
And also has to be a lesson for other people. So I wouldn't say that she is not a sackable offense or it's not, because you are in the nursing industry.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think you may even have more answer to this more than me.
So sister, yes, I'm in the heavy industry. So
Yeah.
I'll share my thought on this. What is happening is that I'll share my thought on this. So we are not saying all the nurses in Ghana have got this problem. No. We will never say that. No. So Nana Akwasi Poku says, look, because Facebook, a lot of marriage has been distracted. So not only in the health profession, in marriages, people have lost their marriage. People have lost their husband, their wife through social media, through WhatsApp group. So it's very true. So the WhatsApp group is causing a lot of all this in social media is causing a lot of problem for many people. But the question now is, how do we manage this? So now, coming to the health side, we are not saying it's a problem. We got some wonderful nurses in Ghana, and I'll attest to that. My sister-in-law is a nurse, and she's wonderful. When I talk to her, some of the things she says and some of the things she do, it's wonderful. It's great, and I'm very proud of her. But there are some attitude of not only nurses, but many people in Ghana that actually we need to be able to start addressing them. And I think this is the beginning that we need to. This is the beginning. One. For me, every profession have got code of ethics. So if you are a banker, if you are a nurse,
it could be in a different branch.
I
work in the same industry. I do the same thing.
Yes.
But I've worked for 3 different industries.
Yeah.
For the past maybe 6 years.
Yes.
But wherever you go, the rules are different.
Different, yeah. So every industry have got their own code of ethics. So if you go to the health professional, especially if you go to the nursing, medical, or anything related to health, the health industry is very protective of its image, because it's based on because if you are in the health industry, whatever they are doing is based on the trust from the public. Because it's different from you go to the bank because I have to go. So I can keep my money in the house, whatever I have. But most of these professions don't have this kind of protection. But if we go to the health industry, the medical, the nursing, or the allied health, they all have something to protect, an image to protect, because it's the way the public see them. And if you go online, there's a lot of research about the most trusted professions in the world. And most it's either nurses or nursing is number one, or medicine doctors are number two. So it's always like the public have got a lot of trust, because when you are in a very vulnerable position, people always come to you and they need help. So the health industry have got an image they need to protect. That's very important. So because of that, the nursing profession have got what they call the code of ethics, which means that beside your regulatory body, your company have got their own code of ethics. Your regulatory body, which is the nursing council or the nursing whatever they call it in whichever country you want, also have got their own code of ethics. And one of the key components of the code of ethics is bringing the name of the profession into disrepute. Meaning is that whatever you are doing, what you do, making sure that whatever you do does not bring the name of your profession into, don't bring bad image to the profession. So say if you go and do something and that thing has got a potential to be, to bring a bad image to your profession, you can't be disciplined for it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not very clear. So it's not very clear what exactly brings the name of the profession to disrepute. And one other thing, it also based on what the health profession is based a lot on the trust from the public. So once the public start complaining, your company or the profession, let's say in Ghana now, the nursing council have got a duty to investigate, to intervene, to see what's happening. Because if they don't do something about it, the public will see what is going on in there. You know, because that's the problem.
We are already complaining about them.
Yes, because there's a lot of complaints about them. So one example, let's say if you are on live streaming, people have been complaining that nurses in Ghana, they're always on Facebook, WhatsApp, chatting and avoiding their patient or negligence and making a lot of mistakes while patients are suffering, and the nurses are, some of the nurses, not so all, some of the nurses are doing their own thing. And I've heard a report about what's happening in some of the hospitals in Ghana. But now there's an evidence available that a nurse during working hours, live streaming, doing something that's not related to the work. People say, "Oh, have you got a boyfriend? Have you? Can you blow me a kiss?" And somebody asked the nurse, "Can you stop what you are doing and go back to work?" And then she said, "Oh, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy or a lazy boy, whatever it is." But the problem that we have as a people in Ghana is that when that person said, "Okay, stop it and go back to work," if it was me, I would have stopped it and go back to work. It's showing a sign of remorse. Say that, "Oh, what I'm doing is not right." But this is a clear evidence of what is happening. So example, let's say one of the things that brings the name of the profession to disrepute. Say if I go out the example, for the sake of the argument, if I go and have an argument or I fight with my wife or I beat up my wife, and it comes to the media and says, "Oh, this person, a medical professional in whatever hospital, has beaten up a wife and is in court and is in the news." What is happening is that what I've done is been linked to my profession. So whatever I've done is bringing the name of the profession into disrepute, giving bad image to the profession. So I can be disciplined I can be questioned or I can be investigated for my action, whether is it really bringing the name of the profession to disrepute. Or if I go drink driving and I crash my car, and then it comes to the news, a nurse or a doctor or a physiotherapist have done something, and what they've done is in the news. They go drink drive, they've broken the law. So once
I'll do the same thing, but
yes,
it won't get anywhere.
Yeah. So once they can link your profession to what you've done, you have potentially brought the name of the company or the name of the profession into disrepute. So what is happening now? That's why sometimes we always discourage nurses to, if you are going out there, I see in Ghana, nurses walk out there in their uniform and doing things. So what if you are wearing your uniform and you do something? Somebody can easily link you, what you have done to your profession. And then, based on your code of ethics, you can, okay, so let me see. Nana also, a question says, please, you talk, okay, I can't read the message properly. Maybe I can read from here. So what is happening is that
you're getting old.
Yeah, my eyes. Yeah. So what you've done is whatever you do, you can bring the name of the profession into disrepute. So if the company can link what this lady did and say, okay, what this lady have done has brought the name of the company into disrepute or the profession into disrepute, you can be disciplined. I'm not sure about the process of discipline because sometimes here normally once you do something wrong, they will suspend you or they'll give you a written warning, and then after subsequent event, it depends. So I'm not sure what's the process in firing her.
I know one guy, he went to do a work in a customer's house.
Yeah.
And there was what do you call it? He wanted to kind of urinate like piss.
Yeah.
There's a bush.
Yeah.
So he just went and just eased himself there.
Yeah.
He got sacked.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He got sacked.
Yeah. So
there's no written warning.
Yeah, there's no written. Yeah.
Because the name of the company
has been linked to what you've done.
What he's done.
That's why it's very important. What did we do? So sometimes after we think that, oh, I got my own life.
Yeah.
I do my own thing and my company is different. But in health industry, it doesn't work that way. Because the health industry work on the nursing or the medical profession works based on the trust of the public. So if the public cannot trust the system, you can't get people to come in because if they are sick, because you have got a duty to protect the public. So if you cannot give the assurance to the public that whatever you are doing, you can be trusted. So that's why it's very important for us to understand that what rules and regulations protect the nursing and the medical industry is completely different from what protect the banks, what protect the mechanics industry, what protect different industry, because the nursing or the medical area, they have got regulatory bodies. And they go rules and regulations, they go code of ethics. For me, even when we were doing our nursing training, we were told about how to use social media. They taught about make sure you don't put anything about your work on social media. That will reveal the identity of your patient, the condition of your patient. Because if anybody can link what you have said on Facebook to a particular patient, you have breached a code of privacy. So all this thing was done. All this thing was done. It's very important. It's very important. All this thing was done to tell us, to help us to understand that whatever we do, we need to be very careful. And for me, this lesson to all nurses, medical professionals, or even people in Ghana is very important. Please, whatever you do, know that you cannot separate your personal life from your profession. It can't happen. Because when you sign up to be a nurse or a medical doctor, this is what you have done. Because when the last time I was going to Hawaii, right? And in the airline, there was someone having shortness of breath, asthma attack. The first thing they did was, is there any doctor or is there any nurses in the plane? Because they counted on, so there were some nurses came out and some doctors came out. I went there as well. And then we helped this patient or whatever reason. But because of that, sometimes they can move you to first class because of what you have done. There's a respect they give you. There's a name. It comes with the name. And
they should, Ghanaian nurses should realize how important they are.
Yes,
and not only the nurses, those who work in the medical field,
so those of you who are listening to us on 104.6 FM, please, as soon as we go offline, you can just join us on Facebook. Because go ahead,
Hospital, coming to hospital, it's not like I'm bored, so I'm going to maybe Central Market to work. I'm going to maybe Lakeside because I'm bored. I'm going to maybe sea to watch the waves or whatever. Anybody come to the hospital is coming with a problem. And you are there to solve problems. So when we get there, we need to see a lot of effort.
Go ahead, Kwasi.
We need to see a lot of effort from you. That's what we are expecting. Sometimes when you're going to maybe a hospital, you're being scared because there are some nurses, some number of them, whereby they can be so rude. And to me, if you have what do you call it, maybe asthma, maybe to go up, or if you got a
heart pressure go up.
To go up.
You
know that person that you're going to meet in there. Is not really approachable.
You
know what I mean? They need to understand how important they are to us. Because
because listen, my mother-in-law said this the other day, and she said she went to the hospital, and she was in the hospital, and this patient was calling for help, right? She said she was asking for help because I think the table was far away, or the medical she needed the nurse to bring the table closer because the water and everything there, because she can't get out of bed. So then she asked the nurse, "Can you please take this take the trolley and bring it closer to me, or give me my water or whatever?" She asked the nurse to do. The nurse looked at her and said, "When you were coming to the hospital, did you bring a maid from your house?"
Yes, of course.
See, so look at the attitude, the response the nurse gave to the patient. Did you bring a maid from work? But you have got a duty of care.
And she doesn't understand the meaning of nurse.
So you don't understand people because they have nothing to do. They can't find a job, so they go into the profession. But if you look at the profession, nursing profession or the medical profession, it's very important to understand that people are very vulnerable. They are in the lowest point of their life. They have come to the point that they have nobody to hold on to.
They don't come there for sightseeing.
They don't come there for fun. They come there because they are sick. They need help. That's why you are there.